Let's break down this project step by step. It seems or look simple or easy, but it's hold a lot of concept and a lot of details that maybe constitute a lot of animation concept and Blender concept. So first of all, each draw or each animation, it's contain layers. Layers represent a parts that we decide that we want to split the character or the draw based on. So like based on this project, it's downloaded from Blender. We can see that there are 3 layers. The first layer, it is the hair for this character. The second layer, it is the character or the ball itself. Then we can add depth to that by adding some shadow or some ground for this photo to make it in more depth. So just these 3 simple layers, one for the body itself, one for the hair, and one for the depth. Now the collections or the property for this. First of all, we have the camera. The camera, that's the perspective that we see the things from it. So if we try to go to the video canvas, that's the camera or camera. That's how we see the scene. We see it, it's drawn in a 3D environment. So if we go back to the or click 0, we might back to the perspective of the camera. Then we had the draw. The draw itself, it's grease pencil element, which is contained the same 3 layers that we have and we explained down here. Now we had the material for this one. The material we did not use, but we're gonna use them for coloring the character itself. Now let's take look to the concept of the animation. It's ball bouncing and coming down. But rather than this moving is look that easy, but let's break it down. First of all, these called keyframes. These keyframes with the different layer, we break them down by, they already explained by Blender itself. They don't do nothing, but they just hold the meaning so we could organize the animation. So like, what's this extreme mean? The extreme mean or the pink keyframe, this one, the mean that where we exaggerate the behavior or we exaggerate the things that we want to do to. So you can see here, it's like he's fine, it's look good. Now he's more squeezed his eyes and ready to jump. Here, since like the jumping process, when you jump fast or you jump with a speed, so you accelerate when you jump. This is represented like by making, we don't put gaps between the frames, we frame after a frame. Rather than here, we skipped 6 frames, so we just like, you can see them trying to get ready. Then he's jumping here, you can see how he's accelerate. So if we just focus, you can see that's how he's accelerate. But if we try to focus in this area, you can so it back. So the same thing. So how we start drawing, we draw the first frame, the character in the position, and the last frame this character, so to stay the same. Now we would go in somewhere in the middle and we determine that where is the main movement for this character or where it's going to be. So now here in somewhere, now we start to break down the scene by the left half and the right half. So by the left half, we said, okay, we're gonna exaggerate the behavior in 2 keyframes and 3 keyframes, just that we would accelerate the movement of jumping, which is maintained. The same things when he go down, you can see the little bounce, and so the little bounce that the character could feel that it's really dropped in the ground. So you can see it's squashed a little bit, which is a solid concept in it, and so on. And we add the depth for this one by drawing the character. We might go here, sculpt more. You can see then, let's say, made the line thick or add more depth. But it's the affected just the only keyframe, the one that we doing the work on. So if we are in keyframe 22, the other frames, they're not gonna be touched, the 21 or the 24, the keyframe after, the only one that we work on, and so on. So despite this scene, it is look easy, look simple, but he explained a lot of things in animation if you would like to learn more about the animation, how to use this software, Blender, or how to do this kind of animation, you might visit the page and I will as a daily. Provide I might do a sequence or a 1 minute animation in Blender, so to make it easy for you to start and then somehow see some progress. Otherwise, I will do 20-30 minute many concept on the application. Blender, it is a great animation tools for modeling, drawing. Especially for the 2D animation, we can use the 2.5D. This one, it is we draw in a 3D environment. We can add depth